You know, as much as I love Warhammer 3, I do get sick of it sometimes. There are so many fucking problems with that game, with all the bugs and just the AI cheating and all that. And it's a great game, but there's problems. So obviously, why don't we go back to what made Total War great with the historical titles? You know, I always love a nice history lesson with my game. Maybe I could rewrite history. And I think no game in the Total War franchise, except Medieval 2. Okay, outside of Medieval 2, the only other game that makes me feel like I'm rewriting history without question is Total War Attila. Now, look, I'm going to say this up front. It's not a perfect game. Alright, let me list all the problems I have with this game right now. First, it looks ugly. Oh god, look at those trees. Ew. It doesn't run very well. And while the AI is good in the battles, on the campaign, it has no idea. It just stacks and raises everything for the barbarians. They don't try to build an empire. This is the best they could do. 6 settlements. This is the best they could do, and it's the year 434. Really? Okay, so there are all my problems with the game. and a couple bugs here and there. So yeah. That are all my problems. Now, Total War Attila might be the most underrated game. It's definitely far less well known as well, but I do think, and the people who do hate it have good reasons, but it's still, I feel like, it's still a good game, and I'm going to talk about just my general feelings about it and just why I think it's so great. Now, let's start with the good. We'll start with the good, and I'll work myself up to the really good. This is okay. It is simply okay, alright? I do get the family tree. It's better than Rome 2. I'll give it that. You know, you can put them in office, keep track of loyalty of your governors and generals. It's important, and it's a bit engaging. It's annoying how they really love to have illegitimate sons and daughters. I do not know why everyone does that, but whatever. Outside of that, I think this is fine. Religion. Each religion gives you a certain bonus that you can get, and if you want, some religions are just better than others, and sometimes it is necessary to switch religions, or else you are screwed. In fact, there's one campaign with the Himmar, or it wasn't the Himmar, it was, I forgot the name of the faction, but there's one faction where you have to decide between Christianity or whatever religion whatever religion the Assassinids have, and you have to decide between them because, you're getting divided and you get faction-wide, penalties for public order. It's interesting. I like the religion angle. So for the Western Roman Empire, you have to switch. Okay, well, you don't have to, but it's highly recommended. You want to switch from Latin Christianity to Greco-Roman paganism, and there's 2 reasons. The first is that there are buildings here, like the amphitheater, that boost Roman paganism. A lot of the buildings, outside of the religion buildings, there are buildings that Rome has that just boost paganism. Like I think it's just the auditorium and the circus and the amphitheater. But still, that shows that they are built towards it. And I almost forgot, they have a wonder here, Mount Vesuvius, plus 10 Roman paganism. So yeah, if you want to stay on Latin Christianity, that's fine, but they are guiding you toward Roman paganism. And second, the Huns are already dead here, but the Huns when the Huns fight Christianity, Latin Christianity factions, the faction gets a minus 10 morale penalty. Now that is bad in a game like this, or morale is so important, and if you lose your general, you're screwed. So you absolutely do not want that. So you want to switch to paganism, but you want to do it before you start doing these technologies, because these ones boost the state religion, as you could see, and give you some good bonuses like bureaucratic public reform, corruption minus, more public order. That is very helpful. But if you start this before switching religions, it's just going to make it harder for yourself. So after you switch religion and start going down this line, it's going to help you get that religion higher up faster, and it's just really cool. The technology tree, it's fine. There are some good ones here. And, it's divided into quadrants that give you a global bonus. I like that. That is really fine. It does take a while to finish the last ones because they're like so long. Like I'm almost at 200%, which means the normal 100% is like more than 20 turns. That's insane. So yeah, I think all these are great so far. Naval battles, they're not great, but at least you have them. That's more than I could say for every game since this game. I think this is the last game that had it. This is the last game that had naval battles. I could be wrong, though. But I think this is the last one. And I say that there are really 3 different faction types in this game. You have the Roman empires, you have the East and the West. You have the barbarian factions, which could be all over Germany, Britain. You could also have the African tribes. And then you have the Horde factions, mainly the Huns. These are really your 3 different factions that you would be interested in. And I think all of them are, for the most part, pretty interesting. Obviously, the Romans are my most appealing. Who doesn't love the Romans? They're so interesting. There's such a rich history with them. And here you could either play as the Eastern Roman Empire, which is basically the predecessor to the Byzantium Empire, or the Western Roman Empire, which at this time is completely overstretched and collapsing, with barbarians pouring in through the gate. And that's so cool. Like, you could be the savior of Rome. That is awesome. I should probably focus on other campaign mechanics first. You have global treasury, that's fine. Seasons, you actually go through all 4 seasons. That's something I didn't get about Rome 2 or Medieval, why they ignore the autumn and the spring. Now you go through all 4 seasons. This game has like such a tense situation, like you need to survive to win. It's really kind of cool. Food surplus, that's nice. Imperium, as you get more powerful, faction diplomatic penalties, that's basically power. Oh yeah, the bound system with the family tree. I like this. You gotta keep everything balanced. You don't want to be weak, but you don't want to have absolute power, because that's bad. You want to be somewhere in these 3. At most, you want to be respectable, because you can see once you go beyond here, you get public order penalties. And trust me, in this game, that is bad. So staying balanced is your best bet. You could go respectable, but that -1, it kind of sucks. And you get +2 loyalty with everything. So yeah. What else we have? We have each faction has their own unique faction mechanics. For the Romans, it's constant immigration and -50 public order penalties from immigration. Yeah, immigration kinda is a problem in the late game. I guess we can see here, that's -9. Now luckily we have the -50% penalty, but if we didn't, it'd be -18, and well, all the other factions don't have the immigration -50% penalty. And then we have this. This is useless. I never really use that. Because friendly hordes. Everyone hates the Romans. What friendly hordes are gonna pass by? Okay, I think that's everything on the campaign side of things I tackled. Now, let's set the premise for this. It's 395 AD. In fact, wait. Let me start a new campaign to really show it. The year is 395. The Western and Eastern Roman empires have been divided by the previous empire of the Roman Empire. And I have to agree with him. I see why he did that. The Eastern Roman Empire is freed from the troubles of the West, and is free to expand further east and become a powerhouse with an incredible economy stretching all the way from Egypt to Turkey to northern Greece or the Baltics, and will become an empire that'll last 1,000 more years. The Romans are fucked! They are fucked in this campaign, and to explain why, let's start with diplomacy, shall we? You are the strongest faction, that is true. You also have every single faction next to you besides the East Roman Empire hating you. See all this? All these guys? They hate you. You're already at war with 4 of them. You're gonna lose Britain. Like, these guys will declare war on you. Everyone, there's more factions here that you don't see. They will declare war on you. The Huns are gonna eventually declare war on you. It's a nightmare. You start out, and I didn't even mention the public order. This is at the start of the game. This is, even if you put this on like the lowest difficulty, you're still gonna have public order problems everywhere. Like, look at this. That's already at minus 40 when you start. This is at minus 35. Hell, even in Rome, your capital is minus 5 because there is no food. You're barely making any food. I don't know how they were surviving this well up to this point. So, you're overexpanded. You're gonna have to start losing territories because and if you're like, well, if I have 0 enemies, I could just keep all mine down. Well, think of it this way. Let's take a look at your taxes, shall we? Minus 55% corruption because your empire is too big. You're losing more than half of your income because there is so much corruption and your faction is too big. Oh, and all of your settlements are dirty, and then diseases could spread, which leads to more public order problems. Do you see the problem? The Romans have so many problems. It is an incredibly hard and unforgiving campaign, and that's why I love it. This is without question the Western Roman Empire campaign, the hardest Total War campaign ever. Vanilla. Yeah, you can make harder ones by saying, oh, I'm going to declare war on every single faction. I'm going to only recruit this one unit. I'm going to do it blindfolded. But this is without question the hardest setup to a Total War game. You are incredibly large, yes, and powerful, but you have so many enemies. Public order is going to go down the drain so fast that you have to fight. You're gonna lose territory. You have to like lose half your territory. Even the places that don't have any enemies, like all of Spain, the public order is still terrible there too. Put this on Legendary, get the minus 8 difficulty level penalty. I like to see even the best Total War players, like, they will struggle. It is not an easy campaign. Now, I will say though, this is a campaign I want to come back to because it's so good. That old file I showed you before was, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. So everything on the campaign looks, well, I can't say looks good because it looks kind of bad, but it functions well. The premise is good. I like the apocalypse idea, which, like, you know, it's divided into chapters. Survive until this date, and then the next chapter will begin. There's a good narrative, and it's kind of divided into 2. Chapters 1 through 3 are focused mainly on, well, survival from the Huns. Chapters 4 through 6, or I don't know how far it goes, but it's basically post-Huns story. It's a little weird. And everything I've talked about so far is pretty good. But let's talk about the real thing that matters. The most important part of any Total War game. You can have the greatest campaign mechanics, but if your battles suck, then there's no point in playing. Troy. So, how are the battles? Now, since you have so many settlements, you're going to be fighting a lot of settlement battles, which, oh no, minor settlement battles and large settlement battles, they probably suck like Warhammer. No! They're actually, in my opinion, the best in the entire franchise. I know it's crazy, guys, but I really do think these settlement battles are some of the best in the whole series. Now, okay, maybe Medieval 2 and Shogun 2 are close to there. All right, I'll give them that. But like, these settlement battles are just really fun and engaging. Everything about them. First, the actual layout of the settlements. There is a large variety. There are a lot of good choke points. You know, like look at the way these settlements are designed. There are smaller corridors that the enemy will have to go through. There are towers that are going to shoot at them. You can put up one barricade. Okay, this part, that's a little stupid. You should be able to put up more than one, or at the very least unlock technologies to get more. But whatever, you can block off one area that they either have to break through, which takes a long time. Whatever. And you know, they're going to lose troops. Like, if you're playing as the Romans, you have to fight all these battles because you're going to have so many enemies coming at you that even if you can't win a battle, you can still damage them. In this case, this is a battle we can win. We are outnumbered by about 700 people, but this is a battle we can win. In terms of the units, we have a couple ranged, some cavalry, some spearmen, some swordsmen, and our general. Now, obviously, our general should stay in the back. If he dies, they're all gonna rout, so that's bad. In terms of where we put up our defenses, where we should hold, well, I think they don't have any cavalry, so they don't. So it doesn't really matter what we put up as the front line. But we should acknowledge where they can come from. So since they're coming from this angle, it's probably likely that they come through this path and this path. So, as logical as it makes sense that we put our units there to block. But, as you can see, it's on a slope. So if we put our troops on the bottom and then put the range unit on top, they won't be shooting our unit in the back unless they're intentionally doing it, and they should be hanged for treason. And that is a big thing in this game. Friendly fire hurts. If you do not position your range units correctly, they can destroy your line from the back and cause your units to rout. I like that. It's something you gotta be careful of. So you line up your troops, and what's better is they have defensive maneuvers, the testudo. It basically just makes them defensive. This is a purely defensive move that you do if you're in a fight. So I like that. So we guard that area. We have the barricade here, and we're going to block this area off. And this is a bigger choke point because they can also loop around as well. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to charge through here. And if they do decide to go around, we'll have plenty of time to react accordingly. So we put this like so. We put them on the bottom. Put them at testudo. And we put... Well, we have archers here. And the archers are better at, like, doing less friendly fire since they can fire in an arc. So I'm going to put the Sagittary still. But see, I do think they'll do friendly fire. So let's put the archers. And we can put the cavalry, since they have a vanguard deployment, or guerrilla deployment, we can put it right there. They don't have any, from the looks of it, they don't have any cavalry. So, even if they do, I think we have 1.5 units, so that should be able to beat it. Now we have a couple units in reserve. We have this unit of Kohars, which we could put here, in case the line breaks or they try to go around. And we have this extra unit of Sagittari, or sorry, Levis, I don't know how to say. We can put that there as well. Our general should probably just stay in the control point because that's where he's safest. We do not want to lose our general. So I think that's everything set up. So let's begin. So let's see what they're gonna do. It looks like they're repositioning and they're charging forward. Now another thing that we need to consider is settlement damage. They can burn our settlement to the ground if they have artillery or they like decide to just burn stuff down. Also, general speeches. What the hell are they doing in there? Make ready, fellas. Why is the phone going off? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry about that. So, we can see that another thing that they can do is burn our settlement to the ground, which will cause our units to lose melee attack, melee defense, and morale, which is bad. That is very bad. We do not want that to happen. So as we see, they're slowly charging forward at a very slow pace. Let's speed up a little bit. We have our tower here. They're starting to fire on them, which is good. Now, they spotted our cavalry, which is not good. So I'm going to reposition them. It looks like they're going to send their cavalry towards us. Okay, they're sending their cavalry to attack us. So they just back off for now. They're prepared to attack us. Yeah, we have our archers shooting at them, and since they have no armor, or little, that's good. Alright, so we're going to reposition our cavalry. We could flank them. We have 2 units. So they're going after that one. So yeah, now we're going to reposition it so we attack them from the side. And charge forward. Yeah, it's not exactly an encirclement, but it kind of works. Oh, they destroyed the tower. They captured it and destroyed it. Alright, so we should probably switch our arrows to heavy shot, which does more damage to infantry. And reposition the Sagittary. Tell me you're firing. Okay, yeah, they're firing. Wait, you're not firing. Why aren't you firing? Fire at this unit. What the what? Oh, okay, you decided to turn 80 degrees. That's cool. And we managed to beat their cavalry unit. Now we want to make sure it shatters, and then we can send it back into the fight and attack these archers. This is important. They're destroying this unit. They're destroying that archery tower as well. Alright, so they broke. Now we could send them and destroy these archers, because these archers have no melee attack. So this is perfect. Alright. Oh my god, they've killed 100 men? Jeez, already? You see what I mean? These units are incredibly powerful if used right. Compared to the Sagittari, I mean, like, oh my god. It's like the perfect arc. They're shooting at the perfect angle to kill them all. Shoot these guys. Oh, they're being shot at, but the archers just don't do as well. So now our cavalry's heading towards their charge. Their units are repositioning, and we're holding the line pretty well. No flanking. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh, they're running away because they're like, oh no, the cavalry. Alright, that was kind of a pathetic charge, guys. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's more kills. Oh yeah, the cavalry also have like a one-time range unit, which is pretty powerful. So yeah, our cavalry is going to take care of those archers pretty easily. We're starting to see some of their units break. If you look at the total amount, we've killed 600 of their guys, and they've only killed about 200 of ours, which is great. So yeah, they're shaken. They're not doing well. Our front line is getting a little low on men. We could reposition the cohorts. I might send the cohorts, honestly. Or maybe I should... they're concentrating the bulk of their forces here. We just shattered another unit. There is their general over there. Alright, so this side completely shattered, which is great. Now they have another unit of... I guess they're trying to get our cavalry with this. But we can get them out of here and send them this way. Yeah, because the archers won't be able to hit any of them. They'll get all the units out fine. Okay, so take care of hit them flanks there so we can shatter more units. Because we need to hit their morale, right? We can win this, but it's all about morale. The more units that get shattered, the less morale they'll have. Like, see, this unit is should break. And we're about to lose our front line, so we should get the archers in the back. As we can see, we just saved... We have these 2 units that are still holding. In terms of what to do with the cavalry, let's take out these skirmishers. Because we don't want to send it into spearmen. That is, like, a terrible idea. So yeah, we just destroyed that unit. Oh my god. And just like that, they've already lost, like, half the unit. Yeah, they also have no melee attack. So we have this... Oh, our Sagittary have run out. Okay. So okay, so yeah, they're about to push forward. We should put this in defensive testudo. The archers keep shooting. That's good. The warband is trying to get to our cavalry, but we can outmaneuver them. We've eliminated half the army. That's great. Why are the landscapers here of all times? Oh my god. Where are you going? You gotta be careful with some of the pathfinding. The pathfinding can be cringe. Okay, or just terrible. Why did I say cringe? Okay, take this statutory back off, put the new statutory unit in there that has ammo. Get the cavalry out of there. Now, all the units that are remaining... Oh, hang on. There's actually more archer units there we can take care of. Where's their general? Okay, their general's there. Now, we're going to tell our archers to shoot the general. Tell the Sagittary to shoot these guys. Get these guys here. We need to take out more units. Alright, so, yeah, they're attacking our... This is our cohorts. They're not going to hold long, even in Testudo. I'm going to put precision shot on so they're more accurate. Keep shooting. They're not going to hold long. And these guys just... even though they're a ranged unit, they can't... They're terrible. Oh, crap. See, this... that's not good. We're losing this flank. We're going to have to put the general up there. Hurry up, guys. Take out... Get those spearmen here. That's my fault. I should not reposition this spearman unit. Take out these archers. Shatter them so we can move on. But you see how important it is that you use good, like, mechanics and all that? Because if you don't, you're screwed. In terms shield wall, because we get +10 attack, this is better for infantry fights. Can you please finish off these archers, please? What the fuck are they doing? Alright, why aren't you firing? You can arch the shot, can you not? Arch the shot! What? Oh, come on, guys. Okay, alright, now the force is on fire. That's not good. Hurry up. Alright, they have less than 500 men, so we still have the numbers game. That's good. The cohorts killed some units, but not enough to justify it. Okay, now we need to get our cavalry back there fast so we can flank them. They're running out of men, and if we kill the general now, I guarantee they will rout. But the general is well protected right now, so I don't know if we can't. He has lost some of his bodyguards, though. All we have... We could use the Sagittarius, but these Sagittarius don't even have any. They're just no. We don't want to throw them in there because that'll affect our morale. So that's bad. Because right now they're terrible at melee. We don't want that. The archers are killing some men, but it's not enough. No. You go this way. Reposition the. Get the shield wall like that. Perfect. This is the last stop before they get to the control point. If they take the control point, we will lose. So yeah, hit them right in the back. Go. Hopefully they'll get a good charge off. Alright, yeah, look at that. Look how many... They just killed like 50 men. Yeah, it's working. Less than 300 left. Now, we all take out the spearmen. I mean, they're routing. That's good. That's great. A mass rout is ensuing. They're losing their men fast. Go for the... Shatter the troops. Shatter it. Alright, now we gotta get them out. Get them out before they take too much damage. So we can do another charge. This is good. This is good. There's less than 200 men left. We lost the cavalry. We lost one cavalry. We still have another. Send it straight into the backs. Go. The cohorts are still holding, which is great. We need to take out that general. Also, they have nice blood effects. Like, the blood effects look good in this game. Alright, they're wavering. They're at minus morale. Okay, they're breaking. Alright, it's just the general. Oh, they're getting army losses. And there we go. We just broke it. And we won the battle. Now we can speed it up and kill the general. We do want to kill the general. And as many more troops as we can. Which one is the general? Can you tell? Well, he's going to be dead soon, that's for sure. Well, unless our cavalry runs away. Alright, well, we won the battle. This was an example I want to show. So we won the battle, but at what cost? Many have paid the ultimate price. Now, as you can see, we basically destroyed their entire army. And granted, we had more than the usual. We had an army in there to help. But do you see how important it is that you fight these battles? You can kill a lot of men with the towers. You have a unit of cavalry that you could use to flank. It is so important, and that is why, to me, I like this game more than I should, because the battles and the sieges are excellent. You need tactics. You need strategy. You can take out their general. You can rout them all and send everyone forward. Just kill them all. Even if you're outnumbered and have worse infantry, if you can just use your head. They're right above me. I'm so sorry. If you can use your head, you'll win. We destroyed their entire army. And that's so satisfying. And no one declared war on me? Interesting. So yeah, the Saxons up here, they went up and sacked here, and look at what damage they did. Now, you're definitely going to lose this province. The buildings are damaged, the garrison's destroyed, and the minus 30. You're going to lose it. If you're trying to defend a province that already is struggling with public order, and then a city gets sacked, just abandon everything. Burn it down. Just deconstruct everything. Gather whatever resources you can. Because as the Roman Empire, that's a big problem. Now, here's the big thing. I love this campaign. I like this game, but I love the Western Roman Empire campaign. And I want to do it on Legendary. I've done it on Very Hard, and I've succeeded. But Legendary is the true test. So, I want to do a live stream of it, but I don't know how to, decide. So, I'll put up a community post, but maybe if I get to 500 or 1,000 subscribers, I'll do it then. I'm not sure, but I do want to do a Legendary campaign of this. But the Western one campaign in particular is just so good. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.